Project budget focus on allocated financial resources to the specific project within an organization. It allocates resource, money, time, people to ensure everything gets done within our limits. This is essential to stay on track and not overspend. It's all about smart planning. Each project needs a different budgeting approach. For IT projects, we use agile budgeting, which means we regularly review and adjust the budget as needed to stay flexible. For construction projects, we use detailed line item budgeting, also called work breakdown structure, WBS. This is we find it in different ERP systems like SAP. When we create the budget in the system, we give it WBS, which is quantifier number. Then within each project, we can find different cost items like material costs, labors. This method carefully tracks materials and labor costs and include contingency to prevent overspending. For a research project, we use milestone-based budgeting. Funding is released when specific goals are met, which is helpful for project funding by grants. Finally, marketing campaigns. We focus on return on investment. The goal here is to get the best return on investment by choosing the right channels to spend on. When estimating the cost, we need to focus on three main steps. First off, we need to break down the project in different cost categories like labor, material, equipment, and overhead expenses. Next, we figure out how much of each resources, whether it's people or tools, you will need. Finally, use historical data, expert judgment, or you consult suppliers to get estimated costs for your project. Let's break down project costs even further. We are talking about labor. This is wages and salary for team member involved in the project. In some company, that we can allocate directly the salary to the project. If not, we need to use the allocation process where we use the hourly rate for each employee, which is the calculation for his or costs, including salary, travel. Then we come up with hourly rate. Then we check how many hours he worked during this period, and we allocate to that project. Then we have material costs. This is physical resources needed to complete the project. It can be direct cost. Then we have overhead costs. This is the indirect expenses like utilities, rent, and administrative costs. And contingency fund, which are the risks that should be taken in consideration for any unexpected costs arise related to inflation, project duration, additional resources needed. Resource allocation goes beyond just budgeting. It's about planning and scheduling too. We need to figure out not only the number of people or tools we need, but when they will need them. Resource allocation determines forces, resource scheduling. Once the budget has already created, we need to present it to the management. You will need to get feedback and you need to make any adjustment before the final approval. When everything is signed off, we are good for go with the implementation for the project. Let's look at an example. Imagine a company ABC launching a new product. First, they define the scope, what they want to achieve and when. Next, they estimate costs for developing, marketing, and distributing the product using historical data. Then they create categories: project development, marketing expenses, distribution, logistic, and contingency reserves. Continuing with ABC example, once the budget is created, resources are allocated across different departments: product design, marketing, and manufacturing. The budget is then presented to the senior management for approval. But it doesn't stop here. Throughout the life of the project, the team monitor expenses, conduct various analysis, and implement cost control measures through the project life. Let's have a look for the project's budget structure for the cost. This is dashboard for the budgets. We have the project cost here, summary dashboard. The total cost for the project is 49,000. This is the breakdown for each item of the cost for the project. We have included 1,000 risk table as contingency cost. This is split for the cost. This is our equipment. The graph in middle shows this cost visual. See that big spike, that our subcontractor cost standing out. One thing to mention that this dashboard focus mainly on the cost side. There are many tools used for budgeting process. We have spreadsheet software like Microsoft Excel. We have project management software like MS Project. Then we have different ERP system, financial management system, ERP like SAP or Oracle.